Now we turn to Psalm 6. Let us see what we can learn from this psalm. Remember, the book of Psalm was a book of prayer. David would write what he would wanted to pray about. So he had the habit of writing down, of talking to God and writing down his prayer request. When you read the book of Psalms, we must keep this in mind, that David was a man like us. He went through many situations in life that we go through. That is why when we read the book of Psalm, we can identify ourselves to because he is writing about the daily situations of life. A situation that most of us go through. So let us learn from Psalm 6 and see what we can learn from David's life. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger. Be gracious to me, O Lord, for I am pining away. Heal me, O Lord, for my bones are dismayed, and my soul is greatly dismayed. But thou, Lord, how long? You're the situation that David was going through, probably a kind of a sickness in his life. And probably he sensed that God had sent this sickness because of some sin in his life. I'm not saying that every sickness that comes across our life is because of sin, but there may be instances or to discipline us. And so here he is pleading to God. He said, be gracious to me, O Lord. And this is what we all need. We need the grace of God. We need the mercy of God at all times in our life. We need to lean upon Him. Yes, we see that David was very honest. Very honest about his life. Many times he would tell God, he said, examine my ways. Check me, O Lord, if there be any iniquity in me. And that is what we need to be as children of God. We need to be honest before God. Remember, He knows us inside out. We can always come to Him just as we are. But He requires that we be honest. We live a life of transparency, not that we put on something before the people and have a different life after the service is over. No, we must be transparent before Him. And remember, if we are transparent, we shall receive the mercy of God. What is He saying later on? He said, return, O Lord, rescue my soul. Save me because of thy loving kindness. For there is no mention of thee in death, and Sheol who will give thanks. Depart from me, all you who do iniquity, for the Lord has heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord has heard my supplication. The Lord receives my prayer. All my enemies shall be ashamed and greatly dismayed. They shall turn back, and they shall suddenly be ashamed. David had this great confidence in God, this great hope. He knew that even if he had faltered, he knew he could receive mercy from God. He knew he could get up and come to God. He knew that he could confess his sin to God. He knew that he could ask for healing. He knew that he could ask for any favor he needed. And though the situation is not yet over, here he is confident. Don't think that I'm going to receive no help. Okay? Don't think that, I'm going to be in the same way. He's so confident. He said, the Lord has heard my supplication. That means the prayer that he made to God in verse 1 and 2. When he was frank and open and asked the Lord to heal him, he was sure that he would receive the healing that comes from him. He knew the God that he believed is a merciful God. He's patient, he's kind. He will receive all that he needs. And so we must have this confidence. When we lack in anything, when we require any prayer request, every child of God must have this confidence that you and I can approach right at the throne of grace. Go to the throne of grace for mercy and for help. Any kind of help that we need, knowing that He is the one who can help us out in any situation of life. Amen.